Oh, right. Welcome back to Family Farm using Riverview version 2 by Cavalier. As you may know now, PCSG is going to close down, but this map is also available on FS UK. So if you want it, that's the place to go. It won't be exactly as I'll set this up, that'd be close enough. Anyway, without further ado, let's not wait too long over the loss of an excellent site. Let's go on to carry on with the harvest. Alright, welcome back to you all. Let's get on with this. I might soon have to get down and do some maintenance on this. It's getting down, but we should get this harvest out of the way first. And we're on soybeans. It'd be the only time we'd be growing soy on this map. This is a British map. We don't grow soy in Britain. I could always pretend it's field beans, I suppose. But best not. Let's go with just grain crops. Let's not get too far out of the ordinary. Now things are going rather well here at the moment. We're getting the crops in. I'm going to cultivate these fields as soon as they're done, and then overwinter with some oilseed radish in, which we'll cultivate in the spring, and shove the crops in, whatever they will be. I haven't I've got a semi-idea what's going to go where, but nothing really set yet. But we are getting close to the end now. We've got this and 8, 9 and 10 to do. I hope to get this one done this visit for you. Now I'll be selling the crops off during the winter. I've got to be a bit careful there because we have a tree behind us and we can't see too well where it is. I think we may be just against it there. Just rubbed against. There'll be some more paint going missing. We're going to do about 3 headlands and we will have then we'll sort out an up and down. Most probably on that top turn there near 8, that long edge there, just to get it a little bit better. I really must take Boris out again for a run. Whoa, we just got ourselves caught in the hedge. Only because it crop goes very close to the hedge here, and I didn't allow for it. And there, of course, is our threatening. Now, can I turn here? Okay. Did I give myself room here or not? That is the question. Well, we haven't got a lot of space here either. I think this will be a little bit of forward and back. Oh no, we got round. How about that? Help if I hit the right control in here. Now, since my visit to Blickling, I've been gung-ho about certain things. One is to try and be a little bit greener. That idiot over there talked me into it. I can't go as far as he can because the start I've got no manure. I might see if some other farmers willing to sell me some sort of muck field, but I don't have a to hire or lease a muck spreader. I don't fancy all that at the moment. But we can get half a fertilisation done with oilseed radish, which is cheap enough. And also it gives a good cover to the field during the winter, which is equally as important. If you think about it, you need to cover the field, especially we're on reasonably light land here, so it's going to blow a bit. And putting the radish in will help to bind the soil together a bit more. One of the reasons we keep our fields as we do without cutting the hedges and that down and combining the fields is we need some breaks between the fields, just to stop the soil from disappearing completely. Soil is good, but it is a little bit on the light side. It'd be very good soil actually for top quality potatoes, but that you're talking about a lot of money to get into that market. A bit more than I could afford at the moment, and probably more than I'm going to be able to afford after all this. But we have got all the money for changing over the combines. I'm not going to pay the bank off this year. I will wait until next year, next harvest. Any money we can make this year will go in towards sheep, just to get another income. We've got the hay and grass about here. Not a lot of grass, 'tis true, but we have enough to probably keep a few head of sheep going. And we've got the paddock up there, sheep facilities up there. As with cattle, and cattle will be next on my list. The chickens are not doing so bad. They're picking us up. Not a too bad amount of money. Don't you just love these odd-shaped fields, though? They really do test your drone ability. And with me, it doesn't take a lot of testing. I think we may well start going up down. No, we will do one more lap round. It all makes sense, just to give us as much room as we can. As you can see, we've got some weeds in this field, but not a lot. There's some poppies there I noticed we've just gone past. But actually it's quite clean. I'm going to try not to spray herbicide on. I'm going to try and do it on the first stage of growth. There's some more poppies below, so that chopped off. Right, we're now on our last lap. When we get up this way next time, we will be going backwards and forwards. I may just empty this out when we get down to the tractor and trailer this time. Doesn't crop too well, soy, but money's not. Well, no, let's be honest. Money around here is not good for any crop. I don't know what it is, but we are getting a fraction of what he's getting over at Blickling for our crops. I believe over there's a lot more smaller companies deal with it. We have got some of the large ones here, and they tend to try and screw the farmer down to the ground. Uh, 60% full. Yeah, it'd be well, we might get the biggest part of this field done then without having to empty off again. Yes, today the aim is to try and finish the harvest off. Not in this episode, obviously. I think you will see 2 more fields being harvested, 8 and probably 9. And when you come back, we'll be doing a little bit of cultivating, besides no eggs to sell. Well, I'm going to move that tractor trailer forward a bit when we get round on this turn, and we'll do that near the far end. In fact, we won't move them just yet. Getting about halfway along this bit here. Don't want to go right to the end because although we won't be going down, yeah, we can go to the end. I'm muttering again, you have to excuse me. Trying to make decisions, that's not easy. I think we stop here. Lift that up, lift that out, put the brake on. Let's see, we lost some more paint off at the back. And looking a bit mucky now. We got the sheets off by the looks of it. One of the nice things about this, the sunroof head does allow you to get yourself roughly where you want to be. That'll do. Leave that there. Yeah, it's going in there. I hope I left myself enough there to get in place, but that's the first bit in. Bring the arm in again, I don't really want that pipe left out. And away we go. I missed it. The last time we have to worry about turn this bottom end. So we'll do this top end, we go back and forwards here. Be closer to the farm when we come to offload. I'll go and empty the trailer off. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to get GPS in on the go. We'll get this roughly level to where we want to be. Alright. Let's have a look at. Alright, let's roll. We might miss some bits on this first turn here, but if we do, we just quickly flash past it. Here we're gonna have a flash. Have a little look outside, see how it looks now. Yeah, not a bad little model. Get back in cab again and try and level it off to where we want to be. I could widen the whip head to match the cut ahead, but it's easier I think just to do this. It seems to work okay. Can't see it going in there, but presumably it is. I'm very pleased with this. Oh, at the garage they've done a fine job. Get this done, it'll be the last. We've only got to say 3 more fields to do. Then we give it a good wash, good service, and put it away for the winter. When you think about it, it's a bit silly. It probably would be cheaper if we leased the combine just for the time we want it, but just raise that up. But there's something rather nice about having your own combine. Don't think we're quite there. We're not. That's more like it. On flash over. That's where we want you. I think we might have missed a bit there. But yeah, we missed a lot. Well, oh well. That's going to hurt the bottom line. I really must learn what the controls are on this combine. Slightly different to the old one, as one would expect. Just like the next field, I wonder how many of those trees I'm going to hit. If I remember right, there's a hedge which gets close to it as well. No, you can see where we missed there. We'll catch it on when we get back that end. We just do that bit. There we go. Quite a bit of weed here. We just gone over, but so this was one of the crops. I think the only crop on the right which was in the ground when we took over. Oh yeah, look at that. Like nice tyre marks in the middle of the field. That's money out of my pocket. There we go. Just do this a little bit and back up. I think I might as well come out of characters. I haven't really, as you may know, got a real storyline for this one yet. Just a basic outline, and nothing's really hit. If you're going to come home a bit for Blickling, well, you should do the time I've been playing, but Blickling. I think it's a bit like a rock group trying to find the second album. The first one is easy because you've got all your fresh ideas. My first album, of course, was the Old Ridge. Then it begins to get a little bit more difficult. It will actually become easier, I think, when we have something more to think about, like seasons. I I would still love Soil Mod to be back. You know, doing the announcement I made on the PCSG a few weeks ago, well, it's actually yesterday, so I'm doing this, but a few weeks ago when you would have seen them, it was nice to get back to Soil Mod again. On Old Ridge, thought I'd give Old Ridge an open for that. Still my favourite ever farming sim map. Oh, still not coming up in that thing. It had a certain stuff, and I think Blickley's going to run it closer. This is good, but so I think 19 is certainly after 15 with Soil Mod, 17 with the Seasons, and there was 13 before that with more realistic and Soil Mod again. 19 is definitely missing something. Which we will be getting. And by the time you see this, because it may well be the first inkling, so it may be out. So it must be getting close now, I would have thought, to want some serious testing done rather than in-house testing. If the worst comes to worst, I may have to play up, mess about with this a bit to get seasons in and to change the storyline quite a bit and fiddle the money about. Depends on what stage we're at, because that's like season on 17. You may recall it wasn't really possible to do a proper job by starting seasons halfway through a year. It needs to be done at spring to get the best out of it. Oh, we're almost done here. There's not a lot left now. I think we'll stay on until I finish this. Because at the end here we're going to have a very small triangle to do. That might pay us to do that by going round and go around actually. We'll see anyway, we'll get a bit closer first, another half dozen passes and we will really know. Oops, missed it. I knew I was going to miss it there. I decided to keep going and not stop the machine. Still, if everything went right, it would be a mammoth video, would it? It wouldn't give Stu anything to laugh at. So I'll just do this, swing it around and pick this bit up here. Need to pick it up before we carry on, because I don't want to have to drive the JCB and trailer into this. Right, other series we're doing at the moment. We're getting well through the my self-made challenge with the newbie farm on 17. I got a little idea I may well keep. I seem to be doing well with for a week. I might stick to 4 videos a week. I was going to cut down to 3, but things seem to be going quite well at the moment, so we may well go with the 4. I've got a little idea of actually trying to do some cattle and crops online. I haven't really tried that yet. I've been playing it a bit, not as much as I should be, but I've really been waiting for them to get a proper farm and farm setup going before I've done many videos on it. But I was thinking of a little outline, especially since there's so much automation in it, to actually do one where I'm just a farm manager, doing very little work myself. I know that's what I'd normally do anyway. I was well renowned when I worked for being lazy. I remember telling one guy that I loved work. I could watch it for hours. He didn't see the funny side. But as I'm getting older, I think my idea was right, just watching work and let other people do it was not probably the right idea. So I realise now my body's beginning to fall to pieces. What with 2 dicky knees, and I think we've got a hip. I've got a hip going. Such is life. How are we doing on that? 70% full. What can we see? Oh yeah, we can now start to see it. So you probably could actually go by that. You know, I just think what Mark DuPont always did, which was run without anything up on the screen at all except for what he was doing. Clever bugger. And no, I'm not going to try that. I do need my little helpers. Oh, we're almost there. Little triangle left or right, and the track and trail is going to be in the way. Now I think this time we're no, we're carrying on as we are. I think that must be as well. We're winning like this. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on, that's it. That's what we want, yeah. I think we've got to get it all in there, so it's about a combine load and a third, but it looks up on this. And 2/3, sorry. Combine load and 2/3 on this fill. I think this is just about fill the combine up. We're up to 80% at the moment. We've got 60% before. Oh, look at the muck there. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's horrible. Now, will we have room to turn the end here? We're starting to turn away from the tractor and trailer. You realise just how skillful a combine driver is. A skill I don't actually have in abundance. Couple more passes and we should be done. And that will be it for this one. More weed in this corner, but that was all good getting the weed all the sprayer into some of these areas. How are we doing now? Oh, we're just on full. I think now I'm going to turn off GPS and we'll take the rest of this by hand. It's always something nice about a just freshly cut field. That's even better when there's straw on it. But, I'm not certain how much straw I need to take. I think I will be taking one of the fields up there. I'm not going to be taking a lot of straw this year. Not until we get some cattle. That's the only thing that's going to need it. The sheep won't. And this is it. That's the field done. Now I think I'm going to be stupid if I try and do it this way. There's it. Good. Whoa. A new trailer. Where they at? Put the brake on. We don't have to detach the header over after this. To keep the engine running whilst we just discharge, and if not, in reality it would stop discharging. I know it won't in this game, but bear with me, I like to play a bit. Right, we're just on there. Looks like I should have leveled it off a bit more, but that should be alright. Bring in the arm. I'm just listening for it to come in. That's it. Turn that off. Oh, that is a mess now. Actually, whoever's done this, and I forget who made this, has got the dirt skin rather nice. I have to. Look, it's not all over. It's roughly where you expect to see it. Just behind the wheel there. Should be on the front edge of this. Just have a look on the side. Yep, yeah, you got that right. Worn patch there. Back there should be a little bit more. I would have thought a bit more muck than there is, but that's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, and look at the muck from the top here. Some of that will be from the engine. Yeah, it's done a good job. Alright, let's put the sheet on. Take this back. Whilst we're going back, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not subscribed and wish to see more of my mad fumblings, and next time we'll be doing this field 8. Then I think we'll probably do 10. I'll probably do 9 off screen. Do 10, and 10 is the one I think I'll take the straw off. Then we will start on the late autumn work, which is cultivating all these fields and putting in some oilseed radish. Anyway, hopefully, oh yes, if you're not subscribed, feel free to join us. Always happy to have you aboard. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments section. And if anybody wishes to thank the Wonkle mainly at PCSG for what he's did, there's still time to get on there and just thank him and wish his wife well, of course, which is one of the reasons he's having to pack up. His wife has had some ill health. I know the feeling only too well, and as he said, he can't give PCSG all the love it deserves. And there's still time for anybody who want to take over the franchise. Feel free to get in touch with Wonkle via PCSG. Suggest private message him in the first place. There's still just about time. Anyway, with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.